When growth gets harder, when markets seem more crowded, when offerings are getting copied faster, and when execution excellence is just not enough, one thing that stands out about the companies that continue to outperform, they uncover hidden customer value better with a strong insight engine. As you get into your planning and execution for the coming year, if you want to create a new growth story for your business, watch this video about insights on our channel, RedVent, Your Growth Story. Exceptional growth can't happen without great insights, a very senior business leader remarked to me last week in a conversation. It was a powerful reflection. So what's an insight? An insight is not data. It's not a dashboard. It's not a clever idea that's dreamt up in a boardroom. An insight is a truth about a customer or a market or a product service that you discover that has not been discovered or used by your competition, and that creates disproportionate value for your customer. Put simply, insight is hidden value first seen by you. A classic one is one of the Apple Store. It's regarded by some industry experts as Steve Jobs' biggest innovation, bigger than even the iPhone. You could argue that there's nothing remarkable about opening your own branded store. It happens in so many categories. But the insight that Apple had, that consumers wanted to experience their computers and their solutions, and that they feel frustrated at not being able to do so in a multi-brand electronic store crowded with confusing offerings. This at that time was extraordinary. And of course, once the Apple Store successfully opened on Fifth Avenue in New York, the insight became obvious as queues lined up outside the store. Apple didn't win because it had better technology alone. It won because it had better insights about customers that others missed. Here's a more operational example from our experience. A B2C business in the men's grooming sector had a very successful blades and razors business, but was struggling to grow its shaves, creams, and aftershaves profitably. The products were at least as good as the competition, and the market presence was strong, but customers were just not shifting. After repeated customer immersions, we heard one loyal customer say, when I use all these products from this brand, it gives me the perfect shave. From there came the insight of the perfect shave, a campaign that made it obvious to consumers why they should use all the products of this brand. Very quickly, market shares and profit margins of the shave care segment and aftershave segment improved, and expensive promotions were stopped. All from a simple customer insight. Growth didn't come from doing more, it came from seeing differently. The same applies in B2B. In one industrial business, customers were treated as one homogeneous group. When we looked deeper, three clear segments emerged. Visionaries, we call the first, who wanted to grow and differentiate themselves and become much, much bigger. Hassle-free seekers, who wanted simplicity and reliability and just, don't bother us. And then there were the basic survivors, who were under pressure and cost-focused. Same products, same industry, but very different value expectations. By tailoring the propositions to each of these segments, growth accelerated without changing the price. So why does this matter even more today? Because markets are changing faster. Because the competitors can copy features more quickly. And because GenAI is amplifying both the good ideas and the bad ones. In this environment, insights become the real source of advantage. So how do leaders institutionalize insight creation? To me, there are three levers. First, use data to spot patterns. But remember, don't confuse analytics with insight. They're two different things. Data tells you what is happening. Insight tells you why it's happening. Second, build observation into your organization. Spend time with customers, not just the marketing and sales functions, but get across functions people to spend time with customers. And ask them to look beyond the stated needs, to observe their behavior, see how they do things. Third, test and learn faster. And this is where GenAI becomes very powerful, because now accelerated exploration, prototyping, and learning can happen faster and at less cost than ever before. And finally, one cultural point matters above all. Leaders must make learning safe. Insights comes from curiosity and from iteration, from perseverance and not certainty. So at RedVent, we help leadership teams build this capacity to uncover hidden customer value through better insights and thereby turn that into profitable growth. That's what RedVent, your growth story, is all about. So in the coming year, start looking for and exploiting customer insights that create that disproportionate value for you and thereby write your next growth story.